if our exclusive mortgage is right for you. Our Quicken Loans mortgage experts put client service first. That's why we've got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com and find out why we're engineered to amaze.
Other restrictions may apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
PM Show Weekend Edition, Holiday Weekend Edition. Time for you to unzip your trousers and relax here as we fly at 71,089 feet with the one and only star of our program, Mr. Fred Dreyer.
Now look, any discussion of taking your clothes off.
I'm just unzipping things just to kind of relax after a very tough Thanksgiving holiday.
Not up here in the cockpit.
No, I'm in the back. I'm in the back. And I promise I'll keep the button on if it'll stay there.
Yeah, and let me know so I can shut the door. I don't want anybody naked creeping up on me at 71,000 feet.
I got an exercise belt, and I got this new spandex trouser that's pretty good. It's working well.
Perfect. Now look.
Yes, sir, Captain.
As we march forward here into Republican haze, again, here is Hugh Hewitt and Mary Walter talking with Sean Hannity, and they're bewildered. They must have been talking to me or reading my emails over the last 6 months, because this show today is aimed at, I think, supporting the fact that people are now starting in the mainstream are starting now to think exactly like Fred Dreyer. And
it's amazing.
That's me, by the way.
That's you.
That's me. I'm here. I'm to the left. I'm the guy on the left.
You're in blue.
I'm the guy in the blue. But they're starting to realize that what is wrong with the Republican Party is from the head down. It's reince priebus. It's misdirection. It's not being organized and not building a machine. You've got to build a machine where everybody is on the same page. It's got to be a grassroots level. You've got to have a delivery system. You've got to have exactly what it is that's being done to you. Pay attention to how you're being fought, the weapons being used against you, and how you have to defend it. So see, in professional football, in college football, but professional football, it's systems against systems. Yes, it's matchups. Yeah, you want to get the right people in to cover the right guys. Yeah, all that's true. But above that, what is the system that you're fighting? And the Republicans haven't decided what the system is. I will say this, and I haven't done this very much on this show, but I will do it because it's in football season. When we played, when I was with one of the finest defenses for 10 years ever in pro football history, and these were great years for us. We had to adapt all the time, every week, to great systems. Some systems better than others. The Republican Party is a terrible system, trying to get elected, trying to put their people forward with their ideas so they get a fair adjudication by a voting public so they can win elections. Well, they can't do it because they're up against a tremendous machine. Well, copy the machine that's being used against you. And they don't do it. And so hopefully now that there's a new spirit in town, and that Barack is now the quarterback of the team for the next 4 years, what is left? What's the conversation? The conversation is, how do we engage? How do we take our belief system, and how do we take it to market to the President of the United States and tell him, you didn't get here as a mandate. We have the House. And we're not going to give up the things that we believe are core principal values for conservatism. We're here promoting conservatism. Yes, we want to make a deal, but we're here promoting conservatism. There's a big difference in how you speak to people. So I want to go to Hugh Hewitt and Mary Walter on the Sean Hannity Show. And here's the question. Is it better to hold out for a better deal or to have no deal?
I think that the Republicans won the House. They did not win the House so that they go back and take away the home mortgage interest deduction, the charitable deduction. The heart of the Republican Party are homeowning, charity giving, church attending, middle class people.
You're saying no tax increase at all because there's, quote, revenue enhancements.
If they can figure out a way to do it without hurting the center of the country, yes. But the fiscal cliff is a manufactured crisis by the Congress. They don't have to go over it, but they also don't have to cut a deal that hurts the middle class.
Yeah, see? And so the dialogue has always been, and even more so, that's why I think everybody's frustrated, because we listen to talk radio. We read. I read profusely. I listen to all kinds of people. I turn on Rachel Maddow every once in a while. You know, when I'm just about.
She able to be turned on?
When I'm coming out of my drug overdose every night. I take drugs, and so every night I turn her on and she sobers me up.
That's good.
So anyway, you've got the left, who is as arrogant and as stupefyingly competent as you can imagine, because they're winning, and they win beautifully. They do. They lie, and they manipulate, and they exaggerate, and they take and use words on you and spin things that are just wonderful. And it's not that they're doing that. I'm not mad that they do that. I'm not mad that the other team has all these weapons. What I'm mad at is how stupid we are. And I say we collectively, conservative people. I'm not a Republican, as we all know, but I'm all for fighting the right way, And here it is. We've got a real big, what I think a challenge ahead of us as citizens, and that is this: to have the patience to hang in there and understand that we're going to have to, this may be a process of a couple of cycles in order to get these idiots out, to get the Rance Priebus's out, to get the John T. Rex McCain's out, to get all the people that who are sitting there left of center, frightened to death because they got beat in an election. As they said, I think Hugh Hewitt said it on his radio program. 400,000 votes in 4 swing states was the difference. That's what it was. It wasn't a landslide like everybody thinks it was. And so there's no mandate here for the President of the United States. There's no mandate here. So it's imperative. It's imperative that John Boehner and his charges, go to the White House and sit there and bang out a tough decision and tell them, we're not going to give you wholesale tax increases unless you give us these tax cuts. And if you're not going to give us the tax cuts, see you later. We'll be down the street. More when we come back, folks.
That Rance Priebus, he's kind of like a Yosemite Sam type, isn't he?
No.
No, he's not? No? He reminds me a little bit of Yosemite Sam.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The cartoon character Yosemite Sam. No, I just have been just unzipped my trousers a little bit to take some of the pressure off here from the Thanksgiving dinner. We're back straight ahead. Email Fred Dreyer here on the PM show. Incoming
have
at
your clothes on when
crni.net.